issue, so I don't need that now. Okay.
White balance is okay. Yeah. Sounds okay. Yep. I'm ready to go. You ready?
David.
Yeah.
Has what's his the other one? The
Jon. Yeah, Jon.
Jon. Yes, that's his name. Did Jon make us like a flashy title sequence? You know, like you always have the cool little things going on, like a Sideman and a Dalek going.
No, he didn't. This is a documentary.
No. I was just hoping that he would. Yeah.
You should make one yourself.
Oh,
that's what you should do.
Me, oh, okay then. Yeah. I guess good. To do. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
Yep. So me and Dan here joined FiveWhoFans in 2010. Yeah.
Just like mid to late 2010. Yeah.
And that's where the adventure really began for us too, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't properly heard of it beforehand. I'd seen a few videos with Billy, I think, because I think the majority of videos on the channel was from Billy.
Yeah, that's who I was really aware of. I was aware of Jamie on the channel, but
yeah, Jamie.
I was only aware of Jamie because of his own channel. I briefly knew who Jon was, but I didn't see much of him.
I didn't see any Jon. I didn't know.
But I'm pretty sure everyone knew who Billy was, because Billy was really consecutive in Era 3, so he was. Yeah, that's kind of like where everyone got introduced to FiveWhoFans was Era 3.
Yeah, that was sort of, about
so
that time. And then then there was like a sort of an area called Era 4.
Yeah, that's the only one I relate to being the era, like ERROR, if that's how it's spelled. Because nothing happened with it. We got a title sequence, and that was it.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, no, there was a. That was the thing. There was a video. There was an
audition video. That's right.
There was an audition video.
Alan and
Alex.
Yeah,
Alex. I think they were in the garden. I think they were in
a garden. Yeah, going. FiveWhoFans is auditioning. I actually auditioned for Era 4, funnily enough.
Did you?
But never got through. No.
To be honest, I would have thought they would sort of. When we came in, it would have actually been called Era 4 because Era 4 didn't happen. There was no videos to sort of say, "Hey, this is Era 4."
Yeah,
you just sort of jumped straight to Era 5.
So Era 5 was there's an audition video that was put online after I don't know how many. I think it was a couple of months of nothing on FiveWhoFans, and then suddenly there's an audition tape or audition video kind of thing going. FiveWhoFans is trying to look for a new team by a plucky young Irish git. I called.
I can't remember his name.
I'm gonna say his name, but if it's too inappropriate, I'll ask Jon. If it's too inappropriate to say him, I'll bleep it out.
We'll bleep it out.
We're not gonna beat around the bush. It was and I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. I'll audition, and I auditioned, and a couple of days later, I was told I was in. It wasn't a great audition tape. I'm not gonna lie.
No, mine was bad as well. I can't. I just remember it was. Because at this point, audition videos were basically, hello, my name's Dan, and here is a quick panning shot of all my DVDs.
It was, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I did panning shots of my DVDs as well. This is my two DVDs. I wish I still had my audition tape actually, because I would show it and I would die with embarrassment.
Yeah, I know. 2010.
So long ago.
So
yeah, or Bleep, as you're probably knowing him as.
Him.
Yeah, formed a new team. It was me, you, he who must not be named,
named
Billy Grant Jon
Billy
from
John.
Era 4, who stayed on because He was fantastic. Like, I think he didn't even audition. Yeah, he did audition actually, but it's just like, yeah, you were part of FiveWhoFans before, you can be in the team. And Connor Chadwick,
and
I think yes, it was.
Yes,
and
it was. So I keep getting mixed up of who comes in at what point.
We're only at the start of this video, but it was the beginning of the end already from there on. It went alright for the first couple of weeks.
That era went on for how long?
It went on for about a month, because we started in like early November and we lasted till about Christmas time. It was after Christmas time, when we took a break because it was Christmas, that no videos came out then, because the channel was getting deleted and we were interrogating our own members until we found out it was he who must not be named. Our leader.
You
can learn all about this on the wiki page. We're bleeping out the name, but if you're following us, you know
there is some information. That was it was quite a shock, because I remember I would have been coming back from college at that point, and then I was just completely.
It's just like, where's all the first of all, I was like, where's all the previous videos gone? We eventually knew who did it, because we all kind of like, he was an outsider. He was always shifting from the beginning.
No, he admitted it. He admitted it in the end. He admitted it to.
I think it was
to one of us.
Connor Chadwick.
I'm sure I remember
in the end.
But then I think he said it to me at one point as well.
Once the channel got deleted, shortly after that, like, got completely deleted, and we figured out who it was. I cut all contacts with the bloke, so I did. I removed him from Facebook, Twitter. I think I had him on Skype as well. I cut all contacts. I was like, right, you're clearly what I thought you were, which was a. I'll bleep that out too. Don't you worry. I don't use that word lightly that often, but he was, because he was like, write me scripts for Doctor Who, make me title sequences for Doctor Who.
Yes, he did. Yeah, there is a few other things as well that he's sort of done, which sort of makes you want to get rid of him on.
We won't get into much details about the other stuff. This is
no.
Yeah. So
and so then he was sort of.
He kind of disappeared for a while as well. Like, he disappeared completely. Like, he kind of went into hiding, and no one knew where he went.
He sort of went a bit like Voldemort.
Yeah, kind of like Half-Blood Prince. Yeah. Me and Dan weren't even close at this stage. Like, me and Dan are past a couple of conversations with each other. That was the thing. I think that was the problem. The team wasn't really close. Like, we weren't interacting. But eventually, we get to the stage we're all great friends by the end. But yeah,
not all of us were talking. I know not all
once
of us.
The channel had ended, it took the deletion of the channel for all of us to finally.
We did all have like a massive conversation.
Have a massive conversation, yeah. And then I was like, right, well, I'm not having this. And I made a new channel called FiveWhoFans Studios. And I was like, right, I trust you's free. I trust Dan especially, because I've had more than my fair share of conversations with Dan at this stage. Let's not let the channel die. Let's continue it. Let's just pick up from where we left off. We'll do a brand new era. We'll just forget about that bloke, and we'll get a new member in. And we did. We did an audition, and there was a clear choice straight away, which was Matthew Beale. I was a little bit skeptical to start with, because he was like 12, 13 at the stage. I could be wrong. He could be.
He was
younger anyway.
He would have been the young. Yeah, he was the youngest.
I think he's the youngest FiveWhoFans member to date.
Yes.
Yes, and
I think he was. Yeah.
Once we brought him in, let's just talk quickly about Matt before year 6. Once Matt was brought in,
he's the one who sort of stayed with us till the end.
He stayed with us till the end, and he was dedicated. Matt was absolutely dedicated. But yeah, he did classic Who reviews, and they were fantastic. Like, he sat down every day he was on. I don't know what day he was on. I can't remember.
Because at this point, do remember that it wasn't one video every week. It was
one video
every day.
Yeah, like it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Everyone had a video.
Yeah,
and there was the numbers as well. Oh god, that was a horrible idea. Looking back, and just like, the numbers and the every day someone had a video out, apart from Saturday and Sunday. But Matt had loads of classic Who reviews in he had them all in bulk. Like, he reviewed episodes weekly. Like, literally, he would review 4 or 5, I think, maybe weekly, and then he would have a review that threw online. Yeah, that was the story of Matthew Beale, anyway. Like, pretty much until the day everything came to an end, which we'll talk about in a little bit. You were doing fan films reviews, like I was doing previously. Connor was doing... what was Connor doing? I think he was actually doing... I think he started by doing classic reviews. I can't remember what I moved on to for the life of me. But Billy Granite John at the start was doing... Oh, actually, no, he did something called Project 2, which was an old topic on the show, which was something Matthew Perks did? Which was where he created his own Doctor Who series, and every week he would talk about who he wants to play the Doctor and what monsters and companion he would like, and
yeah, and that sort of that did end up getting sort. Wasn't there like a couple of videos in like now FiveWhoFans? Isn't there a couple a bit similar that's sort of been brought? That sort of one's been brought to now.
Sort of, yeah. There's
been a couple of like how I would do Doctor Who.
Yeah, I think there is a couple out there. Yeah. My memory's horrible. You know, I'm in this current incarnation of FiveWhoFans, and I can't remember. I know there's been a couple of take the piss kind of this is what Doctor did like by Billy. But yeah, we all had our days and our topics sorted out, and it somehow fell on my position because I made the channel and I rallied the team back together. I was I was the new leader of FiveWhoFans. Yeah. I was like, what? I'm leader. And everyone was like, yeah. I don't know if you said yeah, Dan, but
yeah, well,
I was like, and I was like, okay, this is how we're going to do things. And as you can probably guess now, that the fact that the channel's died, I wasn't a great leader, probably.
Oh no,
no. But at the end of the day, they weren't my fault that the channels got deleted.
Or was it?
Or were they? Or what was it? Yeah. I'm the true villain of FiveWhoFans. Forget this guy. So. At this stage, we actually had a new visual effects artist as well.
Yeah.
So we'll touch briefly on this. Dave Edwards. Yeah. He did everything. He did the new title sequences and the new logos and all that.
From this era onwards, well, for us at least, for our section. So
yeah, I know we ran into a bit of trouble actually in Era 6 to start with, because he made originally. He made the Era 2 title sequence. He remade that.
But I think it was the music. I just think it was.
Yeah, it was the music. Yeah. John came in an email going, "You can't do this. What do you do? I hope you have permission for this." And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I had no idea," because I literally had no idea. I was like, "Oh, sorry, we had no idea. We'll get this changed right away. Please don't hurt us, Mr. Anime Man." So yeah, we changed it, and it got changed stuff and else with new music and stuff. And I know the only thing that I remember about it was sparkly. The new Year 6 titles. It was very sparkly. Then all that was wiped out.
Okay.
All the Year 6 stuff, because I love the Year 6 stuff. Like the logo, I liked particularly, even though it's just the Series 5 font, kind of retextured and all that. But yeah, all of Year 6 was gone, and we thought, right, let's just launch Year 7. You actually, by mistake, made the opening titles for Year 7.
I did, but I didn't mean to. I did an opening video. And then
like a trailer that we put up
a
first.
trailer came up, and then that just came up at the end of it, and then I think someone else sort of one of our other members version. Like took it and then thought, oh, that might be the new titles.
So yeah, I actually thought those titles were good. You know, the little loading bar bit was great.
It was all done on Sony Vegas. Thanks, Sony Vegas.
Sony Vegas is great. Yeah, so Era 7 was probably the shortest era we ever had. It was only
a few weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. What was Madness Who, Dan?
Madness Who was immensely horrible and random.
I wouldn't say it was
a random sort of story.
There it is, the key.
which had Doctor Who related bits chucked in, like a sonic screwdriver and the TARDIS. And and there was stuff going on, and I brought in other people. There was a couple of people I brought in. You were in it. Matt Beale was in it.
Connor was in it.
Connor was in it. And
Jamie was in it.
Jamie was in it.
He had the best bits of Madness too.
I've got to stop this, for I'm Jamie Carroll, or better known as Agent Mortis.
Henry, I think it is, from the Whovians. He was a little part of it. I think there was a couple of others.
There was another you in it.
There's another me. But yeah, that was just sort of a weird storyline where...
Didn't you say you based it off something, or you got
Yes,
ideas from something?
Actually,
we got it off our rivals at the time.
I guess it was
which
our
were
rivals.
kicking our butt.
Yeah, which was YouTubia. That YouTubia don't seem, I don't think that long ago, but it was.
It doesn't seem that long ago, but it seems like ages ago as well.
Yeah, but
because of how if you want to see how long ago YouTubia was, look at how Jon has aged. Like he looks so young in YouTubia, and then you go to how he looks now in 2013, and you're just like, he's changed so much.
Yeah. It was Billy's thing. Billy had a galactic vlog, which I really enjoyed, and yeah, I sort of base it off doing sort of part stories within a selection of months, and it took so long to go out because of sort of two reasons. One, the channel kept getting flipping deleted.
You actually spread Mandasoo over two channels of FiveWhoFans. Like, you started on FiveWhoFans Studios, and then you eventually took it over to the new channel, but that's not the point at the moment. Mandasoo is the point.
Yeah, and then I don't know if this was just you, but YouTube at this point, especially for me, wasn't allowing a lot of videos
online, yeah.
Because I uploaded it and it would get to like 95% and then it would just and just die.
There was a lot of problems with copyright as well.
There was so many problems.
Episode 1, I think there's an opening section in episode 1, and I think you changed the music of it about 3 times.
It was a lot. There was like a bit that comes on the radio, and I had to keep changing the songs because I was trying to find the right piece of music.
We even put a disclaimer on it saying, "Oh, we're not making any money off this," blah blah blah. But YouTube still, with a few weeks later, then block it in most countries. Not even a few, most countries.
Yeah,
I couldn't watch it, and I'm part of the UK in my internet region.
Well, then
so
luckily now YouTube's sort of been sensible, and usually with stuff like that, the only country that blocks is Germany. For some reason, Germany don't like.
We'll continue the story of Mandasoo now because the channel was dead. Era 7 actually lasted on FiveWhoFans Studios. I was wrong. Memory is shot tonight, so it is. But yeah, so we had 2 eras on that channel, not Era 6 alone. But yeah, we did our best to try and save that channel, but our efforts were...
they were
ambushed. But at this stage, we started to have... Before we opened the new channel, we started to have our doubts that it was him. And we started to think... It has to be someone else. He couldn't keep guessing the password. It had to be somebody else close to us that...
Well, there was quite a few people it could have been, but I don't...
Me and you started to talk, and we had our...
ideas
of who it was. We're not going to say who we thought it was, because that really isn't fair. It probably isn't them.
Then we moved on to our final the final sort of section
The final chapter
of the forgotten
forgotten-
5WF. It wasn't five. No, it
More
wasn't.
like
It was FWF.
our
I
teams. Our team was like the John Hurt. So it was.
Yeah.
FiveWhoFans.
Yeah, that sort of section that.
No one wants to remember us.
No.
And
So this is
not
why
many
we're
people
telling you
liked
now.
us.
You may have forgot about it, but here it is.
Yeah.
It existed.
It
You
exists.
just can't
It exists
see
on the
We don't-
wiki page.
Oh yes, and obviously the archive. There is some videos. It's not a lot, but there is some, so you
Yeah,
can see where what happened beforehand, which is nice.
No,
Yeah.
2011, which was FWF.
FWF still. I was going to say
No
5WF, but it's
hashtag, just FWF.
FWF or
The
5.
channel was called New FiveWhoFans.
New
At this stage, it was me and Dan. We decided to spread leadership. Like, we were both leaders now, the channel, me and Dan. Because me and Dan were best of buddies at this time, so we were...
Old buddy, old pal.
Old buddy, old pal. Yeah, we were best of buddies at this time, so Dan was leader and I was leader. We took equal share of managing the channel on the Facebook page. And then, just as the channel got a brilliant rebranding, one of my favourite rebrandings, probably, had a
I was quite happy that
YouTube background.
I'm quite happy that we finally decided to sort of scrap the whole era
Yeah.
thing, because I mean I remember having the conversation, and we were all in Skype. I think it was Skype, and we were saying, "Oh, so is this next one going to be era 8?"
Yeah.
And then I think me and you were just sort of talking. We were saying, "Well, frankly, era 7 lasted only a couple of weeks, and
Yeah.
if it's going to keep going like this, we're going to be at like era 20 in like
20 by the
3
by
months
Christmas
or
times.
something." Yeah. So would it be a good idea to maybe change it a bit and maybe sort of say it by the year?
Yeah.
And
by the year.
do you know what? I'm actually quite happy, because
Yeah.
this is one of the things that's actually stuck
Mm.
into
It has,
Five
yeah.
Fans now. So yeah, I'm quite happy that our idea from then sort of stayed put and kept a bit. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I was quite happy with like the colours. We were using like kind of a tealish colour for the background of the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We had a decent logo as well. I know some people disagree with me, but I quite like that logo. The font was a little bit weird, but I actually quite like the Matt Smith logo.
Matt
The
Smith.
screwdriver logo.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that was just sort of a little sort of look back to the old. The
Yeah, it was kind
original
of look back, 'cause
logo
we didn't
where
have
it's obviously the
screwdrivers on any of era 5 or 6 or 7.
Or 7, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
so
was,
it's
more,
that
it was more TARDIS focused, those eras, so it was. We never had
Yeah.
TARDIS in our logos. Yeah, anyway, New FiveWhoFans was born. We were all ready and set and to get going, and then, boom! Billy Granite John announces that he is leaving.
Oh
and
yeah,
we need to find a
yeah,
replacement for him.
I think he got a bit sick of it.
We were all getting a little bit sick of it, but inside of me there was still a bit going, no, you can keep this alive, David, keep going. But yeah, Billy Granite John left.
Wait,
and was
no, wait. Didn't Billy Garrett John leave in era 6?
No, he left just as we were launching 2011.
No, because I'm trying to think of it right now, because Billy Garrett John left.
Mm-hmm.
No, because
He
Oh
left
my
in
God.
2011 because his replacement only came in 2011. And his
No, because
replacement was Alan Rafferty.
No, but then also we had Nathan Carter came.
He was Connor's replacement.
And they were both around the same time, were they?
Yeah, because literally, Alan. I've jumped ahead the gun a little bit, but yeah, Billy Grant John left, and we didn't hold auditions this time.
But Alan asked.
You were really close to Alan, and I met Alan through you, and me and Alan were getting really kind of close. We were talking to Skype near off every night, us three, annoying you. I do apologise for all that. I don't.
that.
And I
I'm
was
not
like,
deaf!
Alan, do you want... We're looking for a new FiveWhoFans member. Do you want to maybe help us out?
Yeah, and I think he was happy to. I think he also, I think I'm sure I remember in the past also he did ask if there's anything FiveWhoFans related then. Yeah.
And he set up a new topic called Chatting Who that we didn't know much about until he actually started a new video. But it was like okay, he did Chatting Who, which was just a ramble video about Doctor Who. So yeah, we did 1 week of solid videos. We had Alan doing his Chatting Who, then Matt doing his classic reviews, then Madness Who with you, then Connor Chadwick New Who, and then me fan films reviews. Still, I think I was the only person at this stage who hadn't changed his topic. I stuck with just my strength, really. And then the week after, it was just Connor came out and said, "Oh, I think I want to leave now because I'm getting a little bit sick of it as well."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Right, anybody you could recommend to take over from you?"
And then
he said Nathan Carter, and I was like, "Right, I'm aware of who he is. He does a fan film series," and I was like, "Right, well, let's chat to this guy Nathan and see if he'd be interested in filling in."
And he did. And
there
we go.
There we go. He said yes straight away. So, we were a good, strong team again. We were the strongest we've been since, I think, the start of Year 5 when we were doing alright. Before everything went. We were strongest we've ever been. You were all in Alan's videos because you were down with Alan a lot, getting trapped in his conservatory. Wasn't really a Doctor Who related video, but it was because them two met up. I was like, I'll allow this video to go online because it's hilarious that Dan is locked in a conservatory and ringing people to try and get out who live miles away from him.
Yeah, that was
you continued. You finished Madness Who, so you did.
Finally, took time. Well, that was my last video. I didn't do anything. That was
your last video.
So that would have been around. It took ages for me to get it out, and I think it was the week before it got deleted.
Yeah, it was like victory. Oh god.
And then it got, and then again as per usual.
Yep, as per usual. But yeah, everyone was doing great. Nathan was fitting in brilliantly. We did a couple of we did 1 or 2 podcasts.
We did 1 or 2 podcasts. We did.
We did a live show, FiveWhoFans Live, a show that went on for about 5 hours with Christopher Thompson and Jamie.
Yeah, they came in at
and Alex Matthews.
Was this the one? I don't know if it was, but was this the one where Christopher Thompson came in with a
dressed
Joker face?
As the Joker.
Yeah, and I remember being frightened out of my life because the screen came on and it was just him right in front of the camera. Smiling. And that,
and then eventually he moved to drinking wine straight out of the bottle, which was like, okay, Chris is here as the Joker getting drunk. But he didn't stay for too long because he was actually going out. I should explain, Chris doesn't just dress up as the Joker for no reason. He was going to, I think, a Halloween party or something.
Yeah, something like that.
A dress-up party.
But yeah, no...
so there was lots of great things going on. The Facebook page was doing fantastic. We had podcasts, live shows. We had backups as well that were working. We had Oliver Silcock who did a backup video. We had my cousin Patrick who did 1 backup video. We had Dave Edwards who did about 2 backup videos. Yeah.
And then everything was going well until...
And then poof.
For the final time with us, the channel got deleted and...
Not even a warning. It was just gone one day.
It was... I think at that point it was just. It
was a really sad day. Me and you immediately Skyped, and it was just like the tone was very grey.
Yeah, but it wasn't like how it was like the first or the second time. It was sort of like a point like
I felt defeated at this stage, so I did.
Yeah,
I felt very defeated. I just felt like everything that we've worked towards is just getting ruined, and I really just don't have the energy anymore to dedicate time to making new channels and trying to regroup everybody again, and just for it to possibly be all ruined again. So
so we just said that
me and Dan said closely towards the end of summer 2011, let's just throw in the towel. Let's just let's just make one last kind of video and let the channel die.
Yeah.
I don't even think we made that one last video actually, like kind of commemorating FiveWhoFans. It was just like, let's just let the channel die.
Yeah.
So we made an announcement on Facebook saying, FiveWhoFans is dead. Thank you for all your support. That's it. Farewell. Thanks everybody who was being supportive over the past year and a half and for sticking with our nuisances. So
yeah,
that's it really. That's the story of all the missing segments of FiveWhoFans. That's the fun. That's It's FiveWhoFans the time forgot. It's FiveWhoFans the lost files. That's the name of the videos. A history of FiveWhoFans. The lost files. That's what it should be.
Yeah, I think that might be what we put it as on the titles.
We'll see.
We'll see. Whatever it's called on the line on the thing. But yeah, I mean, if you want to hear the story of all the other bits, that there is the other video. Go check that video out. There's probably going to be a link. I'm guessing, and obviously there's going to be a link to the archives, and maybe. Yeah, and obviously if you want some other bits of information, there is a Wikipedia page. Go to that. So yeah, that was just a sort of me just saying link to the camera.
I kissed the camera. Goodbye.
Information.
Actually, physically kiss the camera goodbye.
You kiss the camera. You actually kiss the
camera.
I don't want
to
kiss this
kiss
camera.
Kiss it.
No,
kiss
I don't
it.
want to kiss the camera. I'm not kissing that camera because I'm not ruining the lens.
Bye.
Okay, so goodbye all. Have a wonderful day.
Feck off.